What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, reviewing today Far Cry Primal. Welcome to ancient Europe, 12,000 BC to be exact. This is a world that is incredibly beautiful and terribly dangerous at the same time. In Primal, we're taking on the role of Takar, a lone caveman sent into a strange territory called Oros in order to try and reunite his scattered tribe. This is far tougher than it sounds though. There are two other warring clans who also call this place home, and they're not planning on giving it up without a fight. While this may appear to be a giant departure of the other Far Cry games, it actually plays almost exactly the same. Instead of guns, we have bows. Clubs are used as your main form of close quarters combat, and you can even toss beehives to basically act like grenades. The biggest new addition is the ability to tame beasts and use them as your companions. By using bait to lure them away from their pack, you can communicate one-on-one with some of the rougher creatures of the game, and possibly get them as a powerful ally. These animals will follow you into battle and can even be commanded to do specific tasks. For example, if you're really hurt and you need to eat some meat to heal yourself, you can have your pet defend you long enough to get that little move in. You can also use your Beastmaster abilities to do some more peculiar things, like having your eyesight shift into an owl so you can survey a nearby enemy camp. As you level up, you gain access to bigger and stronger beasts, each of which has different skills in combat. Personally, I like using the White Wolf since he was so small and fast. Sneaking into deadly areas doesn't feel quite as scary when you have a well-trained friend by your side. This really highlights what Far Cry Primal does best. It lets you choose how you want to take on every encounter. Say you're going through the woods and suddenly you stumble upon a huge enemy fort built into the middle of a cliff. It can seem like a daunting task trying to figure out exactly how you're going to take it down. Luckily, you have a lot of options. You could go in with a flaming spear and try and burn the entire base to the ground before they can even react, or you could try and be a little more subtle and instead pick foes off one by one with your arrows. By destroying camps and killing bad guys, you earn experience points that level you up and give you access to further customization for your character. These are essentially small but useful changes to how your hero plays, making it so he can do things like eat food while sprinting, find extra items on corpses, or be immune to fire. You're gonna need every talent you can get in order to take over this huge map. As you slowly push to conquer more territory, you unlock fast travel points and extra spots for your villagers to hide out and gather supplies. Takar himself needs to help build these up though. When out doing quests, you can activate your hunter senses. This shows you the tracks of any creature close to you, and it also highlights any harvestable plants that can be used to upgrade your gear and construct new huts for your people. It's a bit of an odd gameplay element, but it works well and it never feels forced. It makes it so while you're out doing missions, you and your base are both growing together at the same time. It's things like this that make the game feel so alive. Navigating through this ancient land is epic, and every new secret you discover feels like something you are the first person to see. Overall, this is a solid title, but it's held back by two glaring flaws. The first is that the story could have been a lot better. Some of the dialogue hints at a much bigger mystery that's going on behind the scenes that sadly we never see. At one point, you have this magical vision that shows a mythical place where anyone can shift from human to animal fluidly, and it gives the vague impression that Takar himself may be more than a standard person. After this though, it's rarely brought up again. Instead, all that matters is killing the next group of cavemen and meeting the next major character that you have to recruit. The other area where this game falls flat is in its melee combat. Frankly, using short-range weapons is boring. For most of your adventure, you're alternating back and forth between using a club and using a bow. While arrows can instantly take down foes with a well-aimed headshot or be lit on fire to destroy bigger targets, melee weapons can't be used for anything except for blindly smashing at things. It feels like a missed opportunity to add in a block or a dodge mechanic to make these exchanges feel a lot more vicious and realistic. Despite these problems, this is still a very fun game that is totally unlike anything else. Okay, so we've heard some good and some bad, but let's head over the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving Far Cry Primal an 8 out of 10. If you love big, open-world games and want a truly one-of-a-kind experience, check this game out. Ubisoft, if you see this video, please do more creative stuff like this. Thanks so much for watching, gamers. This has been DreamcastGuy with another review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.